Breaking news. Confront threats. Iran confirms military drills in Persian Gulf amid increased tensions. Iran's Revolutionary Guards have confirmed they carried out military drills in the Persian Gulf over the past several days, in order to enhance defense readiness in response to increased threats from enemies. The U.S. Military Central Command reported on Wednesday they had noticed an increase in naval activity in the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway for the international shipment of oil from the Middle East, which Iran has threatened to block over the U.S.'s renewed sanctions. General Ramazan Sharif, spokesman for Iran's Revolutionary Guards, confirmed the occurrence to the Islamic Republic news agency. He said, "This exercise was conducted with the aim of controlling and safeguarding the safety of the international waterway in the Persian Gulf and within the framework of the program of the Guards' annual military exercises." Commenting on their goal, he added, "They were to enhance defense readiness and to confront threats and potential adventurous acts of enemies." U.S. officials declared Iran moved forward its annual military drills, which are usually held much later in the year, amid increased tensions with the U.S. and fierce threats from President Donald Trump. They also reported over 100 vessels may have been involved in the military exercises. Navy Captain Bill Urban, chief spokesman at Central Command, commented on the drills on Thursday, stating, "We are aware of the increase in Iranian naval operations within the Arabian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz and Gulf of Oman. We are monitoring it closely, and will continue to work with our partners to ensure freedom of navigation and the free flow of commerce in international waterways." Iranian President Hassan Rouhani threatened to disrupt oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz if the U.S. continues to implement stringent sanctions against Iran and force all countries to stop buying Iranian oil. Speaking to diplomats in Tehran, President Rouhani said, "No one who really understands politics would say they will block Iran's oil exports, and we have many straits. The Strait of Hormuz is just one of those. Mr. Trump, we are the honest men who have throughout history guaranteed the safety of the region's waterways. Do not play with the lion's tail, it will bring regret." President Trump responded defiantly, stating, to Iranian President Rouhani, "Never, ever threaten the United States again or you will suffer consequences the likes of which few throughout history have suffered before. We are no longer a country that will stand for your demented words of violence and death. Be cautious." Iran's Foreign Secretary Javad Zarif also criticized the U.S. over the long-standing disputes surrounding the official name of the Persian Gulf, which the U.S. refers to as the Arabian Gulf. He said, U.S. Navy can seem to find its way around out water. Perhaps because it hasn't figured out its name, Persian Gulf, as it's been called for 2,000 years longer than the U.S. has existed. Or maybe it doesn't know what it's doing in our backyard, 7,000 miles from home. The U.S. administration's decision to withdraw from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal has empowered fervent critics of the U.S. in Iran, advocating for decreased engagement. Moderate Iranian politicians, including President Rouhani, have taken an increasingly hardline stance in response to the U.S.'s re-implementation of sanctions, which have caused economic damage to the country. Iran is set to experience further economic downturns after the first wave of economic sanctions from the U.S. are due to be reimposed on August 7.